Again with these early day 9% jumps. They just keep on happening. Let's talk about it. Hey, every lucky apricot out there. My name is Sean, and this is Sean's Stocks. Before we get started, I just want to say that I'm not a financial advisor, so please use your own judgment and do your own due diligence on anything that I talk about today. Today, we're going to again continue talking about the underdog, the lucky stock, the one and only Clov, C-L-O-V. This is my 12th video on Clov. If you want to binge watch all of those Clov videos, there is a link in the description below to a playlist. If you appreciate my following of Clov and want to get this video out to more people and help spread the word about Clov's momentum, please like this video, share with a friend or community, and subscribe. Keep in mind, the more likes, comments, and subscribes, the more the YouTube algorithm is likely to push out this video to more people and keep this Clov momentum going. So with that being said, let's get started. I'll just say that today's jump took a bit longer than yesterday, but still, we saw a jump from $14.21 all the way up to $15.47, as you can see here. That took the 20 minutes. And when I see something like this happening on Friday, happening on Monday, and finally happening on today, I am still convinced that we have something big coming up soon. Again, I feel like there's something going on here. Every time I see stuff like this, my conviction for the stock and its momentum gets stronger and stronger. Next, looking at the volume. Looking at the volume per day, it is still, I repeat, still going down. And that's still a really good thing. On Friday, it was 142.81 million. On Monday, it was 96.5 million. And today, it was 53.25 million. It's basically being dropped 40 million each day in volume. That passes, okay? As I mentioned before, the more volume continues to decrease, the more days there are to cover for these shorts. So I'm just going to be continuing to hodl here. We saw a red day, everyone. And to be honest, it was not our best day, but at the end of the day, we had a big battle on our hands. It was the battle of $14. From 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., we saw this stock go above and below $14 too many times. Let me tell you, for me, it was pretty stressful because I was like, where is it going to settle? It was definitely a bumpy roller coaster ride. Looking at the stock, we opened today at $14.52. It hit the dip as usual, and then it skyrocketed to the high of $15.47. Then we had another dip to $14.40. And when I saw this next rise, I thought to myself, we are in a cup formation and we are about to break through and go up. But unfortunately, it wasn't. The stock kept on going down until the battle of the 14s started. Then after that, we went into the after hours where we were trying our best to actually keep it above $13.80 as possible. But at the end of the day, we ended up at $13.69. Nice. To be honest, we should be experiencing that same amount of pressure for the rest of the week. We are probably going to be continuously attacked in order to keep as many options out of the money as possible. They don't want $15 calls to be in the money. They don't want $14 calls to be in the money. And they probably don't want $13 calls to be in the money either. They just want to push the stock all the way down and for us to basically give up. Okay? But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We wanted to get it up to $16. We wanted to get it up to $17. We wanted to get to $18 by Friday, or even $20 if possible. If we're able to do that, it could have a ripple effect that could cause a gamma squeeze. But how is that so, right? How is that so is because the market makers have to buy more shares in order to be ready when the calls are exercised. So with the more shares that are purchased, the more option calls that are purchased, the more shares that have to be purchased by the market makers. And then when they're exercised, that's even more shares as long. And so as you can see, it goes up. We got a gamma squeeze on our hands potentially, right? So get ready, as those attacks will probably continue to try to push this price down as low as possible. Now, we are going to move we're going to move along and go to the stock news of the day. So today, SR-DTC-2021-005 was introduced, and I was greatly worried it would take too long, as finally our beloved grandma is released from the cage. That could have turned out pretty bad, everyone, so I'm really happy that was a fast turnaround. But in reality, let's talk about SR-DTC 2021-005. Here it is right here. Here's the announcement. Here's the actual paperwork on it and stuff. And those are going to be in the links in the description below. Okay. And so what does it do? I've been seeing a lot of people copying and pasting claiming that this doesn't do anything. That's totally incorrect. It actually does something. Basically, the gist is that it prevents hedge funds from hiding their positions with naked shorts. That's the simplest way that I can put it. So yeah, if I was in a hedge fund that hides their naked shorts, this would be pretty scary document to see. This is an immediate effect with the DTC, but I also believe it goes to the SEC for approval without a comment period. Overall, this is pretty good to see as it plugs the hole that allows synthetic shares going forward. Keywords going forward, and hopefully they will enforce it as well. Only time will tell. Next, Clover Health currently has a 47.87 short interest on the free float. Yesterday, we had a 44.98%. Okay, so 4.98% to 47.87. That's a pretty healthy jump, and that's great to see. As I mentioned earlier, the days to cover are getting longer when the volume decreases. So right now we're seeing at 1.14 days, but I think as the volume decreases even more tomorrow, hopefully we'll see even longer days for days to cover. Next, we're going to check out the iBorrow desk. At the iBorrow desk, there are only 150,000 shares available. That is a lot less than Monday's 750,000 shares. We can also see that the fee is at 5.9%. That's pretty good. So at the end of the day, I think that, Wednesday, we will see again the battle of the $14 mark, and we will need to do our best to make sure that there are as many option calls that are in the money as possible for Friday. There'll be a ton of volatility throughout this entire week, but as long as we hodl, and by the dip, we will be cooking. As I mentioned before, patience is key with this play as momentum needs to build. I'm excited to see if this week is going to be the week of a squeeze, but only time will tell. Again, check out my other 11 videos on Clove by binge watching the Clove playlist in the description. If you like this content and want me to continue following Clove this closely, hit the like button, subscribe, and have a great trading day, you lucky people. Take care. Bye-bye.